The hospital hallway was too quiet, almost unnaturally so. Max sat on a hard plastic chair, his hands clenched around a pair of tiny pink shoes. They still carried traces of sand from the playground earlier that day. His little girl had been wearing them just hours ago, laughing, running, asking him to push the swing higher and higher as if she could reach the sky. Her laughter still echoed in his ears, light and free, but now, here, it felt like a sound from another lifetime. Behind the heavy doors in front of him, doctors were fighting to save her life. And Max had never felt so powerless. He stared at the shoes, willing himself to believe she'd wear them again. He wanted to pray, but the words got stuck somewhere between his chest and his throat. He wanted to hope, but fear pressed down on him like a weight he couldn't escape. His wife sat beside him, her hands folded tightly, whispering over and over, "She's strong. She'll fight. She's strong." Max wanted to believe her, but his heart was too broken. The silence of the hallway grew heavier with each passing minute, broken only by the faint beeping of machines on the other side of the wall. Then the door opened. The doctor stepped out, his expression unreadable. Every heartbeat felt like an eternity. Max rose to his feet, his voice breaking into a whisper. "Please, tell me she's okay." The doctor's pause seemed endless. And then, finally, he said the words Max had been desperate to hear. "She made it. She's going to need time, but she's alive." The shoes slipped from Max's hands as his knees gave out beneath him. Tears streamed freely down his face, raw and unstoppable. He didn't care who saw. He clung to his wife, and together they cried, shaking, laughing through the flood of relief, their grief dissolving into something that felt like hope. Later, when Max was finally allowed into the room, he saw her. His little girl, sleeping peacefully, her chest rising and falling in steady rhythm, a faint smile still on her lips. He sat down carefully beside her bed and took her small hand into his. It was warm, alive. He bowed his head and, for the first time in months, whispered a prayer, not begging for help this time, but overflowing with gratitude. In that quiet hospital room, Max understood something he had forgotten in the noise of everyday life. Life is fragile. It can shatter in a single moment. But those same fragile moments are what remind us of what truly matters. Not the hours we work. Not the things we buy. But the people we love and the time we are given with them. And as Max held his daughter's hand, he promised himself something he would never break. That he would cherish every single day, every laugh, every swing, every bedtime story. Because at the end of the day, love is the only thing strong enough to carry us through the darkest night, and into the light again.